Hey guys, so I'm going to unbox this Sony HX200V I got off eBay for 25k, sorry 22k actually. I found this to be a better proposition for me as compared to the SLT A37 because it lacks a lot of features like simultaneous movie and still photography, GPS tagging, long zoom. So I felt probably this could be a better compromise for me. And obviously I don't like taking off the battery from the camera every time I have to charge it, because I can obviously purchase a charger, additional battery charger if needed, charge an additional battery. But I don't want to do it unnecessarily because of camera not having the charging facility. And the other thing was that I felt that SLT A37 may have support for an external charger as well as support for Sony remote, which was also missing on that one. So I'm returning SLT A37, and obviously there's a big major documentation group of the features of SLT A37. They write it supports Sony India and all the vendors from whom I bought it. They write that it supports AVC HD 2.0. There is 50 frames per second or 50p movie recording, which is not the case. So that was a major issue with SLT A37, that it doesn't support 50 or 60p movie. And that is something which also bothers me a lot, because I feel that I should be able to choose 50 or 60 hertz rather than Sony shipping 50 or 60 hertz camera from there, and because that's how it is in Nikon or most of the Canons, what I have seen. So I don't understand why Sony do not allow me to change the mode to 60p, because I would very much prefer a 60p frame rate rather than 50p, because obviously it will give me 10 frames per second additional frames, so which is good for slow motion as well as sports photography, and obviously it can give me a 24 frames per second movie like recording, with which both of these features are missing on the European and Asian versions, which is quite strange. So I would rather buy a US version of these cameras rather than going for 50 or 24p frames per second. This one has 50i support as well, which I don't intend to use, so I would rather use the MP4 format, reduced resolution, rather than going with 50i, because I don't like interlacing signals. I still don't know why Sony or that matter any other vendor want me to use interlace formats on a HD resolution, because obviously I don't see any HD TVs in the past several years supporting 50i or 60i resolution. Probably it's there for a support for HD ready TVs which are not full HD. But yeah, I think I can anytime output 720p or 1080i, even if I shoot 25 frames per second or 30 frames per second video. I hope that the movie recording of this camera is actually better than my SLT A37, because A37 I'm not really impressed. Even when it has face detection, autofocus, I feel it's not really something that great. So you get a 4GB memory card and HDMI cable inside, and you also get this pouch which is not that great, as great as what you get with SLT A37 or A57. So that's a downer. Okay, so I've taken off the seal. This is the mini HDMI to HDMI cable. Warranty booklet. Let's see till when it is. Yeah, December 2015. So this is better. The SLT A37 which I got had 1 month lesser warranty than what I was expecting. Actually 2 months. Like this one I bought in November, but the warranty is till December, so I actually get 2 months more warranty. This is the battery. Now this battery in SLT A37 was open, this cover was not there, so obviously it felt like it was an open box item. And this thing also, camera, was in bubble wrap instead of this thing. I like the mic placement of A5700 or 3700 because A37, sorry, I don't know what I'm talking. So I like the mic placement of A37 because it has this left and right on top of this viewfinder, basically the sides of this viewfinder, optical viewfinder. So I prefer it that way rather than these flat microphones, because I find that may give me more better stereo separation than these. The strap which comes with it is thinner than what you get on the SLT camera. And this is the battery charger, basically the adapter. Now having an adapter also has a benefit of doing a continuous movie or still photography rather than relying on the battery itself, because in A37 I don't have that option unless I choose to purchase an adapter separately to connect in lieu of the battery. But in this one I can keep the battery connected and then just put in the adapter. And I think this is the same adapter what I have. Yep, looks like the same one what I have for my older Cybershot. Should be output of 4.2 volts. Let me check. No, it's 8.4 volts. Okay, so it looks like some bit different. So you get this lens cover just like the SLT A3700. So this one still missed the it should have something, a support for a strap. That's what I feel. I don't know why it doesn't have. Now, I like this ring which can be used for focusing as well as zooming. So it can act like a SLR camera, which is my primary objective, because I like to control the focusing of the camera. So this one seems to be the one for me, although obviously it may not give me the picture quality of SLR camera, SLR or SLT camera, particularly for stills. Probably for motion it may still give me it may be actually better than, that's what I feel, that's what I'm hoping, that it may give me better movie recording experience than the SLT A37 what I currently have. So I think that's it for unboxing. I think this one looks like a brand new one, and the SLT A37 seemed to be a repackaged one what I got from the vendor at Home Shop 18. So that one definitely has to go back. So I'll just do some reviews between I'll capture some stills on A37 and HX200V and do some comparison probably, and obviously compare the movie recording experience. Focusing may not be as good as SLT A37 because in A37 obviously it's a face detection autofocus, so probably it should be much better than this one, but probably in manual focus mode and otherwise as well, overall the movie recording experience could be better, particularly since this camera support 50p. And yep, so let's see, let's hope that this one gives me a better experience and better value for money than A37 or A57. I was very keen in going for A57 because I don't like Canon or Nikon, because particularly in movie recording they record audio in uncompressed PCM, LPCM format, which is not my piece of cake because it unnecessarily increases the file size, and I'll have to do the audio compression later using some software application and hope that it can encapsulate those compressed audio properly in sync within the same video container, because I obviously don't want the video to be decompressed, because obviously that will deteriorate its picture quality unnecessarily. So I prefer AVC HD format or MP4 format, what Sony uses to compress the audio as well, so that I get a ready to use MP4 or AVC HD movies without any issue. So I prefer Sony cameras, and obviously in India they offer 3 years warranty, so I prefer those 3 years warranty than the 2 years warranty on on Canon and Nikon. So that's why I'm actually biased going for a Sony India product rather than something else, although I may not need those 3 years warranty, because typically issues start popping up after 3 years of use, and obviously if I use them quite extensively, which I don't really plan to use them intensively. But yeah, let's hope this camera actually gives me better value for money than SLT A37 or A57. Now interestingly, these cameras have this mounting tripod mounting thing of single screw, rather than having another notch for holding those things, so which is quite strange. Probably I can live with it. Okay, so I think that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a nice day. Bye bye.